Is it possible for two teen parents to provide for a baby without having to work? Honestly, no. You will need money, obviously, which you can get some through Social Security but probably won't be enough. You will also need time and energy to care for the baby. So at least one of you need to be around the baby at all times. 24/7. This would be easier if you have family members to help out. Or if you could afford to outsource to daycare. But doesn't sound like you're in a position to do so. You also don't want to give your education. That's an admirable choice. It will help you get more opportunities in the future. But that means no time to work to make money now. So unless you magically get a big inheritance, or win the lottery, solve the money problem, or manage to finish school without actually attending IDK, how that works. Remote learning? So you can be around the baby at all times. I don't see a way that can realistically make this all work for you. Sorry. No, and in the nicest way possible, it sounds like you are very underprepared. I would look into local charity organizations if you're desperate for baby items. Will you have a place to live with baby? Is it possible for one of you to work after school, on weekends to supplement government assistance? Are you members of a church that will be able to provide assistance? If this is what you are planning, you need to spend all of your time gathering up resources now. Get into your local Medicaid office and get on the list for food stamps, WIC, etc. now. Diaper assistance, daycare assistance, etc. Even under the best circumstances, it's hard to find somewhere to watch a baby that you're comfortable with. Daycare assistance makes it even harder. Can you get a part-time after-school job at a daycare to help pay for your childcare while you are in school? This will not be easy. Social services will likely get involved, which means unless you can show income capable of providing for the child, they will likely get a court order taking the child into foster care. Your best choices are getting some family member take care of the child while you work or finding child daycare. Once the child is in foster care, it will be difficult to get the baby back. You didn't say which country you live in. Social assistance varies greatly country to country. Kind of, sort of, but not really. Have you considered other alternatives, such as giving the kid up for adoption? I've known a few teen parents while I was growing up, and while they are varying degrees of happy, none of them are doing well in life. As a 30-ish guy who is a new parent, it's more work than you can possibly imagine it is. There won't be time for both of you to go to school. Feeding has to happen every 1.5 to 2 hours all day and night. Every single day. There is no breaks. There is no stopping. There is no rest, whether bottle-fed or breastfed. That's the case. My best friend's daughter gave up her kid at 14. She's now a mom again at 21 and can actually provide care for her child. Money aside, if you are not planning to drop out, who is spending time taking care of the newborn? They need undivided attention for at least 20 hours a day and no breaks in between. Sorry to say, but I just don't see how it will work if both of you still want to participate in schools and without family support. Money-wise, there are welfare checks. But can you imagine the living quality for you and your BF getting a few levels lower from the quality you have now? Struggling to buy the cheese you want versus struggling to buy the cheapest brand of food. Having a baby costs a lot, especially if you want them to grow up in a decent environment. As a parent, I think it's good to think in the best interest of both the baby and parents. No. One of you needs to get a job, whether it's after school or third shift, and make it work. If you feel fit enough to keep this child, you should feel fit enough to get a job. And please don't come at me. I had my child in 12th grade, moved out on my own at the same time, working 3 jobs to pay my own bills. finished high school and am pursuing my second year of college now. No. One of you need to work. It's a hard work to be parents. If you decide to have a baby, you should know it. Good luck.
No.
Who will take care of the baby while you're both at school? The government will help you, but it won't be enough. I'm sorry you found yourselves in this situation. It's rough, and I won't insult you by telling you to give up your child. The best thing I can think is this. The father drops out and goes to a trade school. Now, trade schools will set him up for life. He'll get a decent paying job and steady work. You can either finish out your HS career and continue on in furthering your education to get set up with a good and steady job for yourself. Or you can drop out and be with your baby. Either way, both of you will be to get yourselves a steady and decent paying work, because while the government will help you, it also confines you. They might give you some support, but I don't think it'll be enough for you three. I'm sorry to say this, but if you don't want to drop out of high school, I think the best choice is adoption. One of you should get an after-school job. Work 6 days a week if possible. Probably him, since you'll be unavailable to work for a bit. Once you're able, you should get a job as well and work it out with your parents and his parents and/or siblings to babysit for you if you're both working. Do everything you can to provide the best life for your kid. Welfare is not enough to take care of you. So it won't be enough to take care of a baby. I was a teen parent. I got a job after school. In this day and age, you can make money without punching a clock. Research things you can do. Good luck, and I'm praying for you and your baby. The fact that you're even asking his question makes it painfully obvious you are not ready to have a baby. 2 years of support for every little thing is a lot to ask for. I'd consider going to school online and work part-time if you're dead set on keeping. One of you needs to drop out and get a job so this baby has a chance at some sort of a decent life. Or give it up. So, the fact you're asking for help and looking into things is at least a step in the right direction. Without passing judgment or getting on your case for being young parents. It's going to be very, very difficult. Google local assistance programs in your area. It's very possible you may be eligible for some kind of assistance. But one or both of you will very likely need to get a part-time job. I'm assuming and hoping the grandparents will be some kind of support system if they're not financially able to help out greatly. Presumably they'll be watching the baby while you're at school. Perhaps at one point you'll both be able to get a part-time, weekend job to start making some kind of income, and they can babysit. Unfortunately, it's not likely you'll be able to maintain 2 years without a job. Ready or not, you're both adults now and will be responsible for a new person. And part of being a parent is sacrifice. You or the father may need to delay your education in order to adequately take care of the baby. Try looking up parent groups. I know there's loads of mom Facebook groups, usually as specific as "our babies are due. Insert month." And having some kind of circle can help with the struggles. I wish you both luck. And I'm sure if you put the work in, you'll find what you need to get by and deal. Just be ready and willing to put the work in. It's not possible to provide for anyone without a job, kid. That's why we endure it.
No. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. TooAfraidToAsk is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.